Hello and welcome to the Melrose Mindora game. Melrose and Mindora will play Eau Claire Immanuel Lutheran Lancers at Melrose Mindora, of course. This is Joe Brenthal commentating for you. This is JV. C team is playing at the same time as JV is, so I will not be doing both games. But I'm going to be doing JV and varsity. Game will begin shortly. Lancers will begin serving first to start out this set. Rail to serve for the Lancers. Rail serve is over. That goes to Dobbs. Up from Severson. And over from Zeman. Received by Wales. Put over by Carsonson. Spike from Zeman goes down. 1-0. Melrose leads. Severson to serve for the Mustangs. Severson serve is over. Put over from Gurgle. Free ball for the Lancers goes just over. 2-0. Mustangs lead. Severson will continue to serve for Melrose. Severson serve again is over. This time received by Heinze up from Rail. Spike from Wales goes over. Up from Dobbs and over from Schumacher. Pulled over by Rail. Blocked. Received by Wales. Set by Rail. And set over from Bauer. It'll be received by Schumacher up from Severson and over from Zeman. Received by Wales. Set by Rail. Spike from Bauer. That goes into the block. Received by Wales. Set by Rail. Spike from Wales. That'll go to Reuter. Up from Severson. And spike from Zeman goes into the net. 2-1. Mustangs lead by 1. Carsonson to serve for the Lancers. Arndt will come in for Gurgle. Carsonson serve is over. That'll go off Reuter and out of the back. Carson serve is over. Spike back row from Stair goes underneath the net. 3-2. Lancers now lead by 1. Carsonson will continue to serve for the Lancers. Carsonson serve again is over. This time long. Let go by Stair. Score now tied at 3. And Dobbs to serve for Melrose. Her serve is over. Received by Arndt. Set from Rail. Spike from Wales goes too far. 4-3. Melrose leads by 1. And Dobbs will continue to serve for Melrose. Dobbs serve is over. Received by Carsonson. Set by Rail. Spike from Arndt. That'll go into the net. and apparently it went off the block even though it didn't. Over from Zeman, received by Carstensen, set by Rail, spike from Arndt. That'll go over and in. Score now tied at 4. And Wales will begin serving for the Lancers. Wales serve is over. Oh, I can't see because of the line judge there. Over from Reuter, received by Carstensen, set by Rail. Spike from Gurgle will go over and out. 5-4, Melrose leads by 1. Zeman to serve for Melrose. And Dobbs will come in for a stare. Zeman's serve is over, received by Arndt, set by Wales, and bumped over from Bauer. This time received by Reuter, up from Zeman, and over from Severson. Put over by Carstensen, received by Severson, and over from Dobbs, goes off the block from Arndt and onto the ground, 6-4. Mustangs now lead by 2. Zeman will continue to serve for Melrose. Her serve again is over, received by Arndt. And Rail was in the net, but no call was made. Lanier will come in for Zeman. Bernthal will come in for Bauer, and Bernthal to serve. 7-4 is the score. Melrose leads by 3. Sorry, 6-4. Lance is down by 2. Bernthal serve goes into the net. 7-5. What is with the scoreboard? They've changed numbers a bunch of times. Okay. 7-5. Melrose leads by 2. Schumacher to serve. Her serve is over, off rail and onto the floor. Carstensen unable to get there in time. 8-5. Lance is now down by 3. Schumacher will continue to serve for Melrose. Gallagher will come in for Rail. Schumacher will continue to serve. Schumacher's serve again is over. This time let go by Gallagher. 8-7. Melrose leads by 1. Arndt to serve for the Lancers. Arndt's serve is over. Put over by Dobbs. Received by Wales. Set by Carstensen. Spike from Gallagher. Set from Severson. Spike from Dobbs. That'll go to Arndt. Set from Bernthal. Spike from... I don't know who that is. Can't tell from behind. See from Wales. Set by Carstensen. Sorry, spike from Bernthal over from Carstensen. Set over by Severson. Received by Wales. Set by Bernthal. Spike from Carstensen. No, sorry. Gallagher. That'll go into the net. 9-6. Melrose leads by 3. Gurgle will come in for Arndt. And Reuter to serve for Melrose. Her serve is over, received by Carstensen, set from Bernthal, tipped over by Gallagher. Nice up from Reuter, saved by Dobbs, however that goes into the net. 9-7, Lance is now down by 2. And Williams to serve for the Lancers. Williams' serve is over, this time received by Reuter, set from Severson, spike from Dobbs, goes into the net. 9-8, Lancers lead by, down by 1, excuse me. Williams to serve yet again. Williams' serve again is over, received by Reuter, set from Severson. And over from Dobbs, received by Gurgle, up from Carstensen. Spike from Bernthal goes over. Set from Severson, and spike from Dobbs goes back over to Gurgle. Off Williams. Bernthal attempts to hit it over, however, hits Gallagher in the process. 10-8. Melrose leads now by 2. Stair to serve for Melrose. Stair serve is over. Received by Gurgle. Set from Bernthal. Spike from Carstensen. That'll go over. That'll go off Stair and out of the back. 10-9. Lance is now down by 1. Rail will come in for Gallagher and Bauer in for Bernthal. Rail to serve for the Lancers. Her serve is over. That'll go off Dobbs and out of the back. Score now tied at 10. Rail will continue to serve for the Lancers. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below in the chat and I will answer you. Rail serve again is over and out to the right this time. 11-10. Melrose now leads by 1. And Severson to serve for Melrose. Severson serve is over. Gurgle to return it. Sends it too far though. 12-10. Melrose then leads by 2. Severson to serve yet again. Severson serve is over. Set from Rail. Spike from Wales. Go to the back row but out. 13-10. Melrose now leads by 3. Severson serve again is over. This time received by Wales. Set by Rail. Bumped over from Bauer. That'll go into the net, however. 14-10. Lance is now down by 4. Severson will continue to serve for the Lancers. Severson serve again is over. Received by Wales. Set by Rail. Bumped from Bauer. This time does go over. Free ball tipped over from Zeman goes down and onto the floor. 15-10. Lancers now down by 5. And timeout Lancers. Melrose leads by 5. Severson will continue to serve for Melrose. Severson serve is over. Received by Williams. Set by Rail. Spike from Bauer. That is blocked and that'll go in. Blocked by Zeman. 16-10. Melrose leads by 6. Oh, never mind. It's called out. 15-11. Lancers down by 4. Carstensen will begin serving for the Lancers. Arndt will come in for Gurgle. Carstensen serve is over. That'll go off Reuter and onto the floor. 15-12. Lancers now down by 3. Carstensen will continue to serve. Carstensen serve again is over. Received by Reuter. Set from Severson and over from Schumacher. Received by Carstensen, set by Rail. Spike from Arndt goes into the net. 16-12. Lancers down by 4. Dobbs will begin serving for Melrose. Dobbs serve is over. Received by Arndt. Set by Rail. Spike from Wales. Go back row. Let it go off Dobbs and into the back. 16-13. Lancers now down by 3. Wales will begin serving for the Lancers. Set from Severson, spike from Schumacher goes into the back. Too far though. 16-15. Lancers now down by 1. Wales will continue to serve. Wales serve is over. Received by Reuter. Up from Dobbs. And Reuter unable to put it over. Score now tied at 16. Wales will continue to serve. Wales serve again is over. Set from Severson and over from Reuter. Received by Arndt. Up from Rail and out that goes. 17-16. Lancers now down by 1. Dobbs will come in for Stair. Zeman to serve for Melrose. Zeman serve is over. Received by Carstensen. Set from Rail. Spike from Carstensen. Back row just goes over and down. Score now tied at 17. Bernthal will come in for Bauer and Bernthal to serve for the Lancers. Her serve is over. Set from Schumacher and over from Dobbs. Saved by Rail, up from Bernthal and over from Rail. Sent right back over from Severson. Saved by Bernthal and over that goes. Saved by Schumacher and Dobbs unable to get it over. 18-17, Lancers now lead by 1. Bernthal will continue to serve for the Lancers. Bernthal serve again is over. Received by Dobbs. Set over by Schumacher. Received by Wales. Set from Bernthal goes onto the floor. Score again tied at 18. Schumacher to serve for Melrose. Schumacher serve is over. Received by Wales. Tipped over by Bernthal. And Dobbs unable to get it over. 19-18. Lancers now lead by 1. Arndt to serve for the Lancers. Arndt serve is over. It'll go off Schumacher. Set from Severson and into the back. That goes 20-18. Lancers now lead by 2. Arndt will continue to serve for the Lancers. Arndt serve is over. Up from Schumacher and over from Severson. Set from Bernthal, spike from Rail. That'll go to, I can't see her number. Over from Dobbs, seed by Wales, up from Arndt and over from Bernthal. Set from Severson, spike from Dobbs. That'll go to Arndt. Set from Bernthal, over from Rail. Set over from Dobbs. Seed by Arndt. Set from Bernthal. Bumped over, from Rail. Set from Dobbs. And spike from Reuter will go into the net. 21-18. Lancers lead by 3. Arndt to serve for the Lancers. Arndt serve is over. Set from Severson. Spike set over by Reuter. And lift called. 22-18. Lancers now lead by 4. Arndt to serve yet again. Arndt serve again is over. And free ball does not make it over. 23-18. No, Carstensen was in the net. 22-19. Lancers again lead by 3. Reuter to serve for Melrose. Gurgle will come in for Arndt. Reuter service over to Wales, set from Bernthal. And over from Roth, excuse me. That'll go off Lanier and onto the floor. 23-19, Lancers lead by 4. Williams to serve for the Lancers. Williams' serve is over. Put over by Severson. Off of Gurgle onto the floor. That goes 23-20. Lancers lead by 3. Stair will come in for Dobbs, and Zeman will come in for Lanier. Stair to serve for Melrose. Stair service over, received by Williams, set by Carstensen, and Bernthal's unable to hit it over. 23-21. Lancers lead by 2. Stair will continue to serve. Stair service over, received by Gurgle, set from Bernthal, and the spike from Wales. Bumped over from Dobbs, received by Williams, set by Bernthal, and spike from Carstensen. Spike from Dobbs goes over, received by Williams, up from Carstensen, spike from Zeman will go down. 23-22, Lancers now lead by 1. Stair will continue to serve for Melrose. Stair serve is over, received by Williams, set by Bernthal, and bumped over from Wales. Received by Dobbs, up from Severson, and spike from Dobbs will go over, received by Wales, set from Bernthal, and bumped over from Roth. Set from Severson, spike from Dobbs will go over to Williams, set from Bernthal, and spike from Carstensen yet again. That'll go over the block and in. 24-22, Lancers now lead by 2. Bauer will come in for Bernthal, and Rail will come in for Roth. Rail to serve for the Lancers. Rail serve does not make it over. 24-23, Lancers now lead by 1. Severson to serve for Melrose. Severson serve is over. Received by Williams. Set by Rail. And nobody there to bump that over. Score now tied at 24. Stair will continue to serve. Severson will continue to serve for Melrose. Severson serve is over. Received by Gurgle. Set from Rail. Spike from Bauer. They'll go over and in. 25-24. Lancers lead by 1. Carstensen will begin serving for the Lancers. Arndt comes in for Gurgle. Carstensen's serve is over. There goes Hofstand into the back. Lancers takes the first set, 26-24. And I'll be back in approximately 3 minutes for the second set. And I am back for the second set between Melrose Mindora Mustangs and the Eau Claire Immanuel Lutheran Lancers. Lancers won the first set by 26-24. And Lancers begin leading this set by 1. Don't worry, I can't see anything either. Lancers got the point though, so 2-0 Lancers lead Rail to either begin serving or continue serving for the Lancers. Her serve is over. Received by Schumacher and over from Dobbs. Received by Wales, set by Rail, and spike from Carstensen. That'll go over from Dobbs. Received by Williams, set by Rail, spike from Wales. That'll go over. Received by Reuter. Spike from Dobbs goes out. 3-0 Lancers lead. Rail will continue to serve for the Lancers. Rail serve is over. Received by Dobbs. Free ball for the Lancers. Received by Wales. Set by Rail. Spike from Bauer. That'll go into the net. 3-1. Lancers lead by 2. Dobbs to serve for Mindora. Their serve is over. Received by Wales. Carstensen receives it off the net. However, 3-2. Lancers lead by 1. Dobbs will continue to serve for Melrose. Her serve is over. Received by Williams. Set by Rail and over. Set to the back row from Schumacher. Rail unable to get it over. 3-3 is the score. Wales receive, Rail sets, and that'll go into the net. 4-3, Lancers now down by 1. Dobbs will continue to serve for Mustangs. Her serve is over, this time received by Williams, set by Rail, and spike from Wales. Put over by Dobbs and lift called. Score now tied at 4. Carstensen will begin serving for the Lancers. Arndt will come in for Gurgle. Carstensen's serve is over. Set over by Dobbs. The up from Rail isn't up high enough. 5-4. Lancers down by 1. Excuse me. Zeman will come in for Lanier, and Stair will come in for Dobbs. Stair to serve for Mustangs. Stair's serve is over, received by Carstensen up from Rail. Spike from Williams, back row goes over. Received by Stair, set from Severson to the back, goes from Zeman. Spike from Wales goes off Zeman's block and onto the floor. Score now tied at 5. Wales will begin serving for the Lancers. Wales serve is over. That'll go off Severson into the net. 6-5. Lancers now lead by 1. Wales will continue to serve for the Lancers. Wales serve again is over, off Severson and out of the back. 7-5, Lancers now lead by 2. Wales will continue to serve for the Lancers. Wales serve again is over. Tipped over from Schumacher, received by Carstensen, set from Arndt and onto the floor. That goes 7-6, Lancers now lead by 1. Schumacher will begin serving for Melrose. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below in the chat and I will answer you. Reserve. Schumacher serve is over. Received by Carstensen and out of the back. score now tied at 7. Schumacher will continue to serve for Melrose. Schumacher's serve again is over. This time received by Carstensen. Set from rail. Set over by Williams to the back row. Set from Severson and over from Reuter. Received by Wales. Set by rail and over. Received by Reuter. Set from Stair and over from Zeman. Received by Wales. Set by rail. Spike from Williams. Will go to the back row and in. 8-7. Lancers now lead by 1. Bernthal will come in for Bauer and will begin serving for the Lancers. Bernthal serve is over. Set from Severson and over from Zeman. Set from Williams and out of the back that goes. Score now tied at 8. Reuter to serve for Melrose. Sorry, Reuter will continue to serve. Reuter's serve is over. And to Carson that goes and onto the floor. 9-8, Lancers lead by 1. Reuter will continue to serve for Melrose. Reuter serve again is over. Received by Carstensen. Set from Bernthal. And spike from rail goes over. Out from Severson and over from Zeman. Received by Carstensen. Set from Bernthal and bumped over from Arndt. Received by Stair. Set from Severson. Spike from Zeman. It'll go over to Carstensen. Set from Bernthal. Bumped over from Williams / Arndt. Up from Severson. Spike from Zeman. And nobody there to cover. From the block from Williams, and on the floor that goes 10-8. Lancers now down by 2. Reuter to serve yet again. Her serve again is over. Received by Carstensen. Set from Bernthal. Bumped over from Arndt. Received by Reuter. Up from Schumacher and over from Zeman. Received by Williams. Set from Bernthal. Williams unable to get that over. Lift called anyway. 11-8. Lancers now down by 3. Reuter will continue to serve for Melrose. Her serve again is over. This time received by rail. Up from Bernthal. And spike from Williams to go over. That'll go off Schumacher and into the back. 11-9. Melrose leads by 2. And Arndt to serve for the Lancers. Arndt serve goes into the net. 12-9. Lancers down by 3. Gergel will come in for Arndt, and Gergel will begin serving for the Lancers. No, sorry, we didn't win that point. Lanier will come in for Zeman, and Dobbs will come in for Stair. Lanier to serve for Melrose. Linear serve is over. Received by Carstensen. Up from Williams and over from Wales. Set from... I don't remember her name. Set from Bernthal. Spike from Carstensen. Set by Severson. That's her name. And over from Dobbs. Set from Bernthal and spike from Williams to go into the net. 13-9. Lancers now down by 4. Lanier will continue to serve for Melrose. Lanier serve again is over. Received by Carstensen. Set from Bernthal. Spike from Carstensen. That'll go over to Schumacher. Set from Reuter and over from Dobbs. Set from Bernthal. Spike from Rail. That'll go to Lanier. Set from Schumacher. Put over by Dobbs. Received by Gergel. Set from Bernthal and over. Up from Dobbs, set from Severson and over from Dobbs. Seed by Wales, set from Bernthal. Spike from Rail will go over. Saved by Lanier, put over by Dobbs. Saved by Wales, set from Bernthal. Spike from Carstensen will go to the back row to Reuter. Off the ceiling, it will fall. Lanier with an attempted save goes into the bleachers, however, 13-10. Lancers down by 3. Williams to serve for the Lancers. Williams' serve is over, received by Reuter, up from Severson, and spike from... Oh, I just said her name and I can't remember. Lanier, that's what it is. Put over by Rare, received by Lanier, up from Severson, and spike from Dobbs. That'll go to Gurgle, set from Bernthal. Spike from Carstensen will go off the net. Saved by Reuter, set from Severson, spike from Dobbs. Saved by Williams, played off the net by nobody. Bernthal just missed that. 14-10, Lance is now down by 4. Severson to serve for Melrose. Severson serve is over, received by Carstensen. Spike from Wales, saved by Lanier, and what's her name? Reuter able to put that over. Lance's point lift called. 14-11, Lancers down by 3. Rail will come in for Bernthal. No, Bauer will come in for Bernthal. Rail to serve. Rail serve is over. Set from Severson, bumped over from Dobbs. Received by Gurgle. Set from Rail, put over by Wales. Let it go off Reuter and into the back. Rail to serve yet again. 14-12. Lancers down by 2. Her serve is over. Received by Schumacher. Set from Severson. Spike from Dobbs. Off the block goes to Williams. Set by Rail. Spike from Bauer. They'll go to Reuter. Up from Lanier. And Dobbs unable to get it over. I have a hard time remembering the name Reuter, and I'm not entirely sure why. Rail to serve it again. Her serve again is over. This time received by Lanier. Up from Dobbs, and spike from Lanier will go to Williams. Set from Rail, spike from Bauer. Off the net and to Severson. Set from Carstensen over from Bauer. Received by Dobbs. Set from Severson. Spike from Dobbs. That'll go over the block and nobody there to cover. 15-13. Lance is now down by 2. Dobbs will begin serving for Melrose. Her serve again is over. Received by Wales. Set by Rail. And over from Bauer. Set from Severson. Spike from Dobbs. Will go into the net. 15-14. Lancers down by 1. Carstensen will begin serving for the Lancers. Arndt will come in for Gurgle. Her serve is over. That'll go off Reuter. Oh my goodness. Her name is giving me a hard time. Off Reuter, off Lanier, and into the net. Score now tied at 15. Carstensen to serve yet again for the Lancers. Her serve again is over. Set from Severson, spike from Reuter. That'll go in. 16-15. Lancers now down by 1. Zeman will come in for Lanier, and Stair will come in for Dobbs. And Dobbs to serve for... No, sorry, Stair to serve for the Mustangs. Stair serve is over. Received by Williams, set by Rail. Spike from Wales to go into the bottom of the net. 17-15. Lancers down by 2. Stair will continue to serve. Her serve again is over. Received by Arndt. Set from Rail and over from Wales. Received by Dobbs. Set over by Severson. Received by Williams. Set by Rail. And spike from Arndt goes off 2 blocks and into the back. 17-16. Lancers now down by 1. Wales to serve for the Lancers. Serve is over off a block into the back. Score now tied at 17. Wales will continue to serve. Wales serve does not go over the net. 17-18, Lancers down by 1. Schumacher to serve for Melrose. Her serve does not make it over. Score now tied at 18. Brenthal will come in for Bauer, and Brenthal to serve for the Lancers. Brenthal serve is over. Set from Zeman, put over by Dobbs, and nobody there to receive that. 19-18, Lancers down by 1. Schumacher will continue. No, sorry. Reuter will begin serving for Melrose. Reuter's serve is over and out to the left. Score now tied at 19. Arndt to serve for the Lancers. Arndt serve is over. Received by Starin onto the floor. That goes 20-19. Lancers now lead by 1. Arndt will continue to serve for the Lancers. Arndt serve is over and in, or out. Score tied at 20. Gergel will come in for Arndt. Lanier will come in for Zeman. And Dobbs will come in for Stair. Lanier to serve for Melrose. Lanier serve goes under the net. 21-20, Lancers lead by 1. Williams to serve for the Lancers. Williams serve is over, received by Reuter. Up from Dobbs and over from Severson. Saved by Rail and over from Gergel. Set from Severson, tipped over by Dobbs, received by Williams, set from Bernthal. Spike from Carstensen to go too far. Score now tied at 21. Severson to serve for Melrose. Her serve is over, received by Gergel, set from Bernthal, spike from Carstensen will go into the net. 22-21, Lancers down by 1. Severson will continue to serve for Melrose. Severson serve again is over, this time received by Gergel, set from Bernthal, spike from Wales. Saved by Reuter and over, received by Carstensen, set from Bernthal, bumped over from Carstensen. Received by Dobbs, over from Dobbs, set from Bernthal, spike, bumped over from Wales. Received by Dobbs, set from Severson and over from Dobbs. Received by Bernthal, spike from Carstensen will go down. Score again tied, this time at 22. Rail to serve for the Lancers. Bauer in for Bernthal. Rail serve is over. It is received by Schumacher. Set from Severson. Spike from Schumacher will go to Gergel. Received by set from Rail. Spike from Bauer will go too far. 23-22. Lance is now down by 1. Dobbs to serve for Melrose. Her serve is over, received by Wales. Put back over from Dobbs, set by Rail. Spike from Wales to go into the net. 24-22, Melrose leads by 2. Dobbs will continue to serve for Melrose. Her serve is over, received by Williams. Tipped over from Dobbs, received by Wales. Up from Carstensen and out of the back. And Melrose wins this one 25-22. So we will play a third set to decide the winner of this best out of 3. And I'll be back in 3 minutes for that set. And I'm back for the third set between Melrose Mindora and many Lutheran Lancers. Lancers won the first set 26-24. Mindora won the second set 25-23. Mindora to serve for this third set. Set from Dobbs, spike from Dobbs. Up from Rail and over from Carstensen. Set from Severson and spike from Dobbs to go down. 1-0, Melrose leads. Severson will continue to serve for Melrose. Severson serve yet again is over, received by Williams, tipped over by Rail, and onto the floor in front of the block. Score is tied at 1. Rail will begin serving for the Lancers. Rail serve is over, this time received by Schumacher onto the floor. Put over from Dobbs, up from Williams and over from Wales. Spike goes to the back row and down. Score now tied at 2. Dobbs to serve for Melrose. Dobbs serve is over. This time received by Williams. Set by Rail. Spike from Wales to go over and down. 3-2 Lancers now lead by 1. Carstensen to serve for the Lancers. Carstensen's serve is over. Over from Schumacher. Received by Williams. Set by Rail. Spike from Arndt. Sorry. Schumacher's serve goes. Set goes over. Off Carstensen and onto the floor. Stair to serve, scores tied at 3. Stair serve is over, received by Williams, set by Rail. Spike from Wales goes into the net. Stair serve again is over, received by Williams, and over from Bauer, He's on the wrong side of the net. 5-3, Lancers down by 2. Stair will continue to serve for the for Mustangs. Set from Rail, spike from Arndt will go over and out of the back. 6-3, Lancers down by 3. Stair will continue to serve. Stair serve is over, received by Williams, set by Carstensen, and over from Wales. Received by Dobbs and over from Zeman. Received by Williams, set by Rail, and tipped over from Arndt. Arndt will be in the net though, or not. She was in the net, not called, however. 6-4, Lancers down by 2. Wales will begin serving for the Lancers. Wales serve is over. Free ball, received by Carstensen, set from Rail, spike from Arndt to go off the block. Saved by Stair and over from Schumacher, received by Rail. Wales, set by Rail and over from Williams. Received by Stair, set from Severson and spike from Reuter goes to Carstensen, set from Rail and spike from Williams. And that'll go down along the sideline. 6-5, Lancers now down by 1. Wales will continue to serve for the Lancers. Wales serve is over. Up from Stair and over from Zeman. Received by Carstensen, set from Rail, bumped over from Arndt. That'll go over. Received by Stair from Schumacher and over. Received by Carstensen, set by Rail and spike from Arndt. That'll go off the net and down. Score now tied at 6. Wales serve is over. That goes off Dobbs and into the back. 7-6, Lancers lead now by 1. And timeout, Lancers. Melrose. Seven to 6, Lancers lead by 1. Wales will continue to serve for the Lancers. Wales serve is over. This time received by Stair. Up from Schumacher and Zeman, unable to get there in time. 8-6. Lancers now lead by 2. Wales will continue to serve for the Lancers. Her serve hits the top of the net and falls short this time. 8-7. Lancers now lead by 1. Schumacher to serve for Melrose Mindora. Schumacher's serve is over. Received by Carstensen, and miscommunication between the Lancers. Score now tied at 8. Schumacher will continue to serve for Melrose. Schumacher's serve again is over. Received by Carstensen. Set from Rail. Over from Williams. That'll be received by Schumacher. Ruder unable to put that over. 9-8. Lancers now lead by 1. Bernthal to serve for the Lancers after coming in for Bauer. Her serve is over. Set from Severson and over from Zeman. Received by Wales. Put over by Bernthal. And the lift called on Bernthal. Score now tied at 9. Ruder to begin to serve for Melrose. Her serve is over. Received by Rail and out of the back. That goes 10-9. Lance is now down by 1. Ruder will continue to serve for Melrose. Her serve again is over. Received by Williams. Set over from Bernthal and out that goes. 11-9. Lance is now down by 2. And timeout Lancers.